the night is seen as the ideal moment to enjoy terror, because it is there when your body is put on maximum alert to interact with the unknown. But on this occasion, I suggest you see this video in a safe, comfortable environment, and above all, with very good lighting, since what I bring you corresponds to events so disturbing that it will be very difficult for you to watch them in complete darkness. Now, if you're really brave, stand up, turn the lights off, and put on the best headphones you've got, because my name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present Never Watch These Paranormal Videos in the Dark. Number 4. Do you sleepwalk? Do you know someone who wakes up at night and wanders around the house unconsciously? Without a doubt, living with someone with this problem must be somewhat disturbing, not only because the person is wandering around sleeping, but also because of the noises they can make while they dream that they are speaking. If you live with someone like this, then you will know how it feels to wake up in the middle of the night to bring that person back to bed without suddenly waking them up, without turning on very bright lights. Well, what you're about to see is related to exactly this. A man who got up to bring his sleepwalking daughter back to her bed, but it ended up turning into the worst night of his life. Watch. During the wee hours of the morning, a man was awakened by a girl's laughter coming from the living room of his home. It was exactly 3 a.m. when he heard the laughter. He knew instantly that it was his daughter sleepwalking. However, something inside him told him that this time would be different, because he knew that when his daughter was in that state, she didn't make any noise. It was because of this that he took the camera of his cell phone and began recording to document what those laughs were due to. The results of that night? Look for yourself.
Amy? Amy? Ay, Diosito. Amy? Amy?
Those hands weren't his daughter's. In fact, they weren't anyone else's who lived in that home. Hands that simply disappeared behind that piece of furniture. This recording had recently circulated on social networks, generated heated debates about its veracity. And although manipulation of this clip cannot be ruled out, there are no cuts or any other type of interference that would justify that theory. Is it real? Tell me what you think. Number 3. The following came into my possession thanks to Juancho, a fervent subscriber from Quiché, Guatemala, who told me about a strange situation recorded on a video camera. In the middle of a religious celebration, a footage that he kept for years as one of his greatest treasures, and that now he decided was time to make it public. With us. What is it about? Observe. Juancho says that this recording was made in 2007, and that for this reason the image is not one of the best. Nonetheless, the camera does manage to capture what appears to be the shadow of a child that suddenly disappears behind the last row of seats. But perhaps the most interesting thing is the testimony that our subscriber sent us, since it was he who saw that mysterious presence with his own eyes, indicating that before disappearing, he made eye contact with that being who turned only towards him before continuing its way. Undoubtedly, a video that our subscriber will never forget. Number 2. The following recording corresponds to a strange occurrence experienced by a man who used to take nightly rides on his boat in Rio Grande do Sul, in Brazil. He thought it would be another quiet night looking at the city in the distance. But everything changed when out of the corner of his eye, he began to notice a strange shadow quickly approaching his location. When he focused all of his attention on the object, he noticed 2 bright eyes that were approaching at full speed. That's when he started the engine and escaped at full speed without imagining that that creature would follow him. It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, and it would have remained as a simple story if it weren't for the video that he recorded himself. Many claim that it is only an animal, a sea lion, a dolphin, etc. However, some maintain that it is impossible for it to be any of these animals, since as the video shows, it tried to attack him, a behavior completely opposite to that of these species, which are characterized by their permanent coexistence with humans. In addition, the man later stated that its eyes did indeed glow in the dark, that they were not the product of an optical effect or any other error in the recording. What could that creature have been, and why did it want to attack him? Questions that to this day, no one has been able to answer. Number 1. We conclude this video with a disturbing event that a family in England is living. For some time now, the daughter of the couple has been hearing strange noises at dawn. Footsteps and movements of utensils that are impossible to be made by their pets that sleep on the first floor of the house. The first warning sign was given, photographic camera that he left programmed on the ground floor, so that every 15 minutes it would take a snapshot in the place where the girl heard the noises. When reviewing the images the next morning, this is what they saw in one of them. At first, you only see the pets gathered at the entrance to the house. However, if you look closer, a silhouette is seen on the stairs. That figure did not belong to any of the family members, so the fear and uncertainty of seeing that entity took over the entire family. When these types of situations occur, the worst, the most evil and intimidating take over our minds. In this case, the girl had several nightmares where a gloomy woman dressed in white entered the home and spied on her. She even felt that she was stalking her from under the bed. Her parents tried to calm the nightmares and convince her that nothing was around. They decided to install security cameras to stop being afraid and finally find some logical explanation for this matter. But what was recorded by one of the devices made it clear to them that they are dealing with something completely unknown. Pay attention. Do you think we are in the presence of a poltergeist phenomena? Is this the entity that the girl hears at night? Could her nightmares have something to do with it? Let me know what you think in the comment box, because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.